everyone, welcome back to my channel. I'm Jessica and today I'm here on Christmas Eve, so yes, the 23rd, with my soaking wet hair, getting ready to go visit some family. So I had to get this done really quick because I don't really have a whole lot of time to edit and upload, and it's got to go up at midnight. So we are doing the Panner's Pan update, and I am excited because I have 2 panners rolling out and 2 panners rolling in. I always feel bad rolling panners out, but I'm always excited to roll panners in. So I'm going to try to do this very quick. This was created back in 2020 by Liz. She used to be Kooky Pans on Instagram. Now she's Shiny Happy Pans. I do 10 panners at a time, and yeah, there's no rhyme or reason. It is pure and utter chaos here in my world, and I wouldn't have it any other way. So let's get into this. I'm going to go in the order in which I have brought people in. And then as I have my rollouts, I'll let you know. The first one is Andrea. She's pretty as a peacock. I brought in the Bare Minerals Lime Shadow to finish for her because she does so many beautiful eye looks. I have slightly expanded the pan on this, though it's hard to tell, but I am slowly going to get there. It's going to take some time, but you know, it's okay. She's been hanging out with me for over a year now. It's all good. And same with Jenn from Project Beauty. This one is the Coastal Scents Forest Eve. I wear them together, lime and this one. And again, my goal is to finish. She also does some amazing eye looks. That is why I brought this in for her. I'm definitely expanding the pan towards the edge here, so I'm just going to keep doing that, and you know, it'll eventually get done. I'm very okay with both of those beautiful ladies hanging out with me for a while. The next one is for Cherise, or Brown Eyed Girl Cherise. She's been on, she's been off, she's been on, she's been off. I don't know when, if she's going to be posting again, but she is like OG panner for me. I've been watching her for so many years, so I had to bring her into this project. She had sent me a bunch of palettes many moons ago. I depotted most of them. One of them was the BH Cosmetics Bubs Beauty Bee palette, so I pulled one of the shades from that palette. This was Confident. I want to say this was virtually brand new when I brought it in for her to finish, and it is done. I finished it. I had a feeling I was going to finish it this year. It was such a beautiful, like, deep berry shade, and I'm kind of sad that it's gone. The next 2 are going to be from this BH Cosmetics Lost in Los Angeles palette. I have 1 shade in here to finish and 1 shade to hit pan. I have not finished any shades in here, so that means the one that is rolling out is the one that I wanted to hit pan on. So we are going to start with Cece. She was co-creator for 50 Shades of Pink, and I brought in 90210 for her. I'm making very good progress on this. I will use this as a standalone shade, like as is, I should say. And Jaeger's saying hi and Merry Christmas to everyone. Or he's yelling at people that are going down the street. It's hard to say which. But anyway, I use this as is, but I also will blend it with other shades that are a little too warm and make a nice shade for myself that way. So I am hoping to have this done in February at the latest, so we'll just have to see how it goes. And then we have Linda from Linda Loves Life. Again, like everyone that I'm talking about today, they're going to be listed down below, and Jaeger's just not going to stop because it's daylight hours and he can see out the window. I brought in the shade Rush Hour for her. It is right here because she has panned so many silvers in the past, and she stuck with them. She definitely stuck with them. So I wanted to hit pan on this for her. I know this is not a shade that I love, which is why I didn't bring it in to finish. It's not as bad as I thought it would be. It is a silvery kind of blue, like a bluish silver. I don't know how to explain it, but y'all can see it. You have eyes. But I have definitely hit pan on that, so that one gets to roll out. I'm sure I will work on this again in the future, just not right now. Not right now. So I'm keeping that palette in, so I'm going to keep that off to my left here. We're going to give him a minute to calm down, and then I will continue this. Okay, moving on to Dora. She is Fuchsia Soul. She's on YouTube. She's on Instagram. She's everywhere. She's everywhere you want to be. She's like, what is it, Visa? Was the old commercials? I think so. But she's doing a no-buy project pan, so I picked a no-buy category for me. One of the problem categories is definitely bullet lipsticks. This one is from e.l.f. It is in the shade Wink Pink. And sadly, I do not have a new line to show you. I have used it, but I haven't used it enough to make a new line. So I am still basically at the bottom of this white line here, but I'm going to continue using it. We will be out and about more for this holiday season, so I'm hoping if I put it in my purse, I'll just get a little bit more use out of it, like when we're eating and then you have to reapply and stuff like that. Okay, moving on to Laura Takenaga. She was the creator of I Heart the 90s, which is a Fantastic Ladies collab. So I picked one of the prompts from her project. I chose Jurassic Park because a lot of them I just could not relate to. I can relate to Jurassic Park with a dino lover here in my house, and that prompt was for your oldest product. I just picked one of my categories and I pulled my oldest from that category. From my powder highlighters, my oldest was this e.l.f. Baked Highlighter in the shade Moonlight Pearl. It is by far one of my favorite shades. It is so pretty. I brought this in for 20 uses. I have 6 uses on it already, so I don't know. This is not one that I use every single time because I am working on multiple highlighters and I don't want to roll her out right away. So I've been purposely trying to not do too many uses in a row because I feel weird bringing someone in and then rolling them out like the next month. Could I have gotten 20 uses on this in the last month? Of course I could have, but I don't want to roll her out right away. I hope that makes sense. So she's going to be hanging out for probably a couple more months. I will get all of my uses on that. I'm not worried about it, but I'm trying to spread the love a little bit more. The next person is Jessica Payne. She's the one that kind of started this whole no buy project pan thing. She is doing 100 pan project. I don't remember exactly what she calls it, but she's not allowed to buy anything in her problem categories, or I don't know if it's at all or just her problem categories until she finishes 100 items, which is amazing. I think that is, it's hard. It is very hard. So that is why Caena and I, and even Ruthie and probably Dora, all started because of Jessica's start. So I decided to bring in a product from a problem category that is actually on a no buy for me, and that is blushes. This one's going to take a while. I have definitely expanded the pan on this Tarte Party blush. I had like the tiniest baby pan. One of like the edges of one of the rings was showing. And I have definitely expanded it. Probably because I do use a big fluffy brush for this one. So it wasn't super thick around where I had the baby pan. But I know it's going to get harder as I get around the edges, and it is a lot thicker. I'm just going to keep working on this. It doesn't matter to me if it takes a while. It actually would be more homage to Jessica because she says that she is a slower panner, and she's okay with that. So if this takes me a little bit, I'm okay with that too. One of the people that I just brought in, I think last update, was LJ. I do not know what her real name is. She's Nobody Puts Makeup in the Corner. She's on Instagram only. And I brought her in because I've been following her for quite some time, and I wanted to bring her in before, but we don't have the same products. And I am finding with a lot of people that I want to roll in, I don't have products that are the same as theirs, or I just can't figure out what product I want to bring in for them. It's hard. It really is. Some people are really easy and some people are really hard. But for LJ, it was a little bit more difficult for me. So I was going back through her feed because I'm not on Instagram as much as I should. Shame on me. And I did see a post where she has this particular polish. This is Little Green Monsters from China Glaze, which is one of my absolute favorite shades. And I brought this in for 5 uses. Unfortunately, because I was trying to get all of my uses on my entire collection to get a single use on all of my polishes, I just have not prioritized this. So I have not used it yet, but I am sure that I'm going to use it soon because now that I'm holding it in my hand, I'm like, this is really gorgeous and it would be really pretty to wear for Christmas. So I might redo my nails for Christmas in this beautiful green. All right, and the last person that I had brought in was Nikki. She created the Charmed project pan. It's Power of Pan, I think is what it's called. And it's got like a bunch of prompts in it. So I went and grabbed a prompt out of that project, which I'm actually doing that project as well. And I decided to do the prompt Book of Shadows, and that is to pick a palette and do it no pan left behind style. I brought in the ColourPop California Love because I had this in for Kezia to hit pan in, what is that, pan in every palette. And I didn't touch anything else in this palette, and I felt like I was neglecting the palette because I was working on the one shade. So I decided to bring it back for Nikki and do it no pan left behind style. So I have used more of the shades, but only 4 of them. I haven't used the shade that I hit pan on for Kezia, but I will be using that again. But I've used these two shades on the top row, this shade right here, and I actually have this one on today, kind of tapped in the middle of my lids. And don't ask me how to pronounce that because I don't know. So I have quite a few shades that I need to continue to use in this palette. It is very pretty. It's nice and warm toned, which, you know, I like. But so Nikki is going to be hanging out for a little while longer. I am not in a rush to finish using that palette because, again, she just rolled in last month and I'm okay with her hanging out with me for a little bit longer. All right, so that is the 10 people that I had been working on for the past month. Some a lot longer, like a lot longer. But 2 people are rolling out. We have Linda rolling out because I hit pan in the shade for her in this BH Cosmetics palette. And ironically enough, this was another BH Cosmetics shadow for Cherice, Brown Eyed Girl Cherice. So I need to roll in 2 new panners. And this was actually easier than I thought it was going to be this month because I have a list of people, and you know, I'm always asking my friends, I'm like, so I have this list of panners. Is there anything you can think of that I can bring in for them? Because sometimes a girl needs some help. But I actually was able to look at 2 people on the list. I'm like, oh, well, that person, I have a great product for that person. Oh yeah, I can do this person too. So the 2 people that I'm going to be bringing in are Andi. She's Andi Does Stuff. I would like to know what Andi does because, you know, I know she does stuff that we don't know about, and I think she should tell us everything that she does. No, I'm just kidding. Some things are meant to be secret. It's okay with that. So she is a fellow curly girl. Our hair texture is not the same. She has finer hair, but she's a curly girl, and we're a whole different breed, and you know we are. So I brought in a curly girl product for her, something that is specifically for curls. This is one that I just got in my Black Friday haul, and she wanted me to tell her how I liked some of these foams, so I brought one in just for her. It made sense in my brain. I hope it makes sense to you. This is the Lotta Body with coconut and shea oils wrap me foaming mousse. It's still got like the tape on it from the shipping, and I'm going to attempt to finish this for her. So it's going to take a while. It's going to take months and months, but that's okay. Andi can hang out. I'm good with that. All right, and the next person is Erin Taylor. I actually just recently discovered her in the last few months, and I don't know, there's something about her. I feel like a kindred spirit with her, and it could be the fact that we both own GSDs or German Shepherds, and I don't know, I feel I feel a kinship with her. And when she started telling us the names of her dogs, I knew right away that it was Firefly, Serenity, because I watched that series with my husband, the movie, and it ended way too soon. But you know, I don't know. There's something about her in the way that she presents herself that I just really relate to. Again, she is someone I have just recently started following because I had just never discovered her channel prior to this. And yeah, I really like her, and I really think you should go check her out. She's down below. I think I like all of these people that I've talked about, so obviously go check them all out. But for Erin, she is one of those people that will franken a blush for various reasons. I've seen her franken bronzers and stuff like that because I did go back and watch some of her older stuff because that's how I roll. So because I have seen her franken blushes and bronzers and stuff like that, I decided that I was going to franken a blush for her to finish the entire thing. One, because I'm working on 2 very neutral to warm blushes, and I wanted something a little bit more cool toned, so I frankened one just for her. And it is just in this old like Ulta compact. And I frankened this last night. It is definitely much more cool toned. It is not like domed or anything, but there is still a lot of product here. And you know, I don't normally do a lot of cool tones, but I thought I'm going to try it for her. And again, my goal is going to be to finish this whole entire thing. And that is a swatch of what that blush looks like. I think that is going to work for me on days that I really want to do a cool tone look. I'm just going to have to be light-handed with it, and we'll see how that goes. Definitely go check out everyone that I have mentioned in this video. They're going to be linked down below. Everyone that is rolling out, as well as everyone that is rolling in, will be linked down below. And go check them out, show them some love. If it's someone that you are not already watching, you know, maybe subscribe or follow them if they're on Instagram or whatever, if you like what you see. Please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And until I see you in my next video, have a beautiful day.